then there's no time to waste. Welcome back to Mega Man Battle Network 2. Last time, we grappled with Lan's racism, his limited views of the world, and the people outside of Lectopia. But no time to worry about that now, because our own country is under attack, so, you know, that's what's important. The Navi repulse weapon. We can't make him go, ew, this place is gross. Alright, so we've got our job. We've got to protect the mother computer. Right down here, we're finally allowed access. Yeah, there it is. It's a big computer. Mother of... computer. Alright, so let's just go over here. We were told there were official net battlers, and well, this is them. So yeah, these guys are real experts, so, you know, despite the fact that we've saved the world, you know, we're just a kid. Though, they're not really gonna complain too much. Alright, leave it to them. They'll show you the force of official net battlers.
These guys are so fucked.
Alright,
they're about to be
check out these moves! Official beam!
Guy on the right is just me trying to get my phone to do anything.
Just love the guy in the middle so much.
He doesn't even have a thing!
Pow, biff, wham!
Use that!
Don't worry, Batman.EXE is on the case. Versus Dangerous Cannon! So they did the first comp for us. What did you think of us adult skills?
Lan speaking in sentence fragments again.
That's what it looks like when official net battlers are on the job.
I like to imagine that Lan looks a lot more composed and professional.
Okay, so they were able to handle the first one, no problem. But this one they'll need our help on, so... we're not just skipping an entire dungeon because adults are handling it. We've gotta go in too. Which is good, because we got that new change program from Dad, so, you know, be a waste not to activate it here.
I want to see what official De Barbarossa looks like.
Okay, so this is a very password-based dungeon, so... I'm going to guess this looks a lot different in Japan, because we have to, gotta figure out what Curiosity killed. Well, that's the cat. The C sort of looks different from that G. You can tell them apart if you look at them for a few seconds. Alright, so we combine cannons to get Zeta Cannon, and let's just delete these guys. Easy.
Be gone.
Alright, so we get Fan G, very nice. That's gonna be very useful in the future, but the main reason I kept this battle in was because of this. So yeah, Dad said we needed time to activate the new thing, and this is the new thing. So, in Mega Man Battle Network 1, you had the armors that you could equip that would make you resistant to certain elements and weak to others. This is a more interesting version of the very limited kind of customization you had in the first game. So yes, Style Change is the name of the game. Style Change is made up of a random aspect and a set aspect based on your playstyle. The random aspect is the element that you get. This is determined at the start of the game, so once I pressed start and began, the game just said, alright, you get electricity. The other aspect is based on what you do. So I got the Elect Guts style. Guts is based off of using the Buster a lot, which, yeah, I did. So yeah, we can change back to regular Mega Man if we want to, normal style. Which, you know, you might want to do if you want a regular Buster and no particular elemental affinity. But yeah, from now on we have electricity to work with, as well as better Buster overall, which is pretty good. So, basically, easily enough, the elements, like I said, are randomized. You've got Heat, Aqua, Elec, and Wood. So, despite the fact that Gut style is the Buster style, element is always the determining factor of what type of Buster you get, so basically I just have a Zap Ring from now on. Basically, yeah, it's just a stunning attack, which doesn't do a lot of damage, but honestly, stun effect is really fun to use. It's a little slow to just be able to stun lock completely, but it does the job well enough. So the Aqua style gives you kind of the bubbler effect, so you shoot one square and then the tile behind it is also hit. Heat is a flamethrower, which is travels 3 spaces. Wood is a Twister, which is a battle chip we haven't seen, but it has the same effect. It is an 8-hit attack, which, again, technically kinda weak, but it's 8 hits, so it can shred your enemies, and that appears 2 spaces ahead of you. And yeah, there's next password. And yeah, that's it for elements. So yeah, basically, while my current Buster is technically pretty weak because it's a Zap Ring, the thing is, Gut style will double your attack power, so while it is the weakest, it's made stronger. So that's honestly, in my opinion, pretty good. I don't really know the meta of Battle Network 2 and what you might want, but the other styles include Custom Style, which is basically done by getting as many chips as possible in a single turn. So you want a lot of chips early on, synergized chips that is, so that you're able to put stuff together and activate that. That can be a little difficult to pull off because you are making deliberate choices early on about what you do with your chip folder, but it is pretty worthwhile because it means you get an entire 7 chips at the start of a fight. That's right, an extra 2 in the chip select at the start, so like, it is worth it. Meanwhile, Team Style is based off of using Navi chips a lot, so yeah, similar to Custom, but you just use a lot of your summons. Team Style is really good because it actually lets you include extra chips in your folder. Your limit for Navi chips goes up to 8, which is real good. What if you could just do a bunch of summons? Oh, well. Somebody's here to interrupt my explanation on style change. There's one man here. Don't worry, though. The officials are here, Clunk. They gone? That Navi is tough, unlike us.
So which one of these guys has the dangerous cannon?
I want to say it's the green one, because I think this guy talking is the leader. Activate full power mode. They get the heroic theme, because the Navis are actually just Doing things on their own. It's been real, old man. So yes, they're doing a thing that their operators didn't ask them to. I don't think you needed all 3 of them to kill the one guy. He wasn't even doing anything. So yeah, heroic sacrifice. It's so very sad. So yeah, team style, very good if you like using your summons. Shield style is the one that I don't think I'll ever see, because it is based on using a lot of defense and healing chips. But it does start you with a barrier, and you can also just use a shield anytime, if you just press B and back. So yeah, those are styles. It's a really cool system, and I do think it actually adds to the game a bit. I think it's definitely a pretty good addition over the first game.
So, are there ways to get more than one element or style, or do you just have to play through the game multiple times to see everything?
Okay, so, there are slots for one more potential style. You can either level up a style if you keep using it. It's based on the number of battles with results screens, so, pretty much just your normal fights and your boss fights. Basically, if you, use the same thing over and over again, like if I were to use gut styles, in 120 battles, I'll get a level up for this one, which powers it up a bit. For custom style, it's 160 battles, team, it's 130, shield, it's 100. If you are able to use other things, though, you can get one other potential style, before having to replace them. So yeah, basically, if you start using other things that give you points towards those other styles, after 280 battles, you'll get that new style. It will have a new element. It cannot be the same one as before, so it will be something completely new. Again, you can potentially see all the styles in the game, but you can only hold 2 other than default Mega Man.
That sounds like it would have been a nightmare for me as a child. Also, holy shit, they're actually doing Knights and Knaves.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen this as an internet meme so often that, like, anytime it shows up for real, I get a little too excited. Although this one doesn't seem to have any logic to it. They're all just gonna say all the others are lying.
Well, you see, they want you potentially going back and forth, so these guys will all give you passwords, so you should probably write them down. And, Urgok D too. Yeah, you should write them down so that when you come over here and this guy tells you what you actually need to do, you have the passwords on hand. Or do it the other way around, but I don't know, either you have to write more or walk more. Choose one. As a note, there is also a special style that is more or less the ultimate style of the game. You get that one basically by getting an S rank against all V3 Navis in the game, and then you'll get it. We're probably not going to be seeing that one because you do have to do the requirements for it, and then next time you earn a style change, that's when you get it. So chances are, even if I do S rank all V3 Navis, we're probably not going to wind up seeing it, because then I'd have to wait, but I'm still not going to talk about it for now. For the time being, it's really nice that we got a water enemy, because now we have elemental weaknesses against them. Go clear that, and then we can get this without a problem.
Also, we're a ways away from it now, but I wanted to point out a weird, coincidence. The first password input thing we had, the 4 letters that they use, or the 4 letters that are commonly used to abbreviate the, things that make up DNA.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but I thought it was interesting.
You know, it might be, but I feel like it probably is a coincidence just because I'm going to guess this area must have been a pain to translate overall. It's just all word puzzles.
Thankfully, they're all very super common word puzzles so far.
And this one you need to write down different hints. Or, as always, you could just look up the maps, and they'll just give you the solution. It's one of those, I kind of wanted to go in without it because I wanted to solve the puzzles myself, but like, it's kind of hard to not see them when you're also looking for where you're supposed to go in the actual area. Make 2 words from ear last month.
Well, it's moth, not month.
Moth. Alright, hey Proto Man. Oh hey, and here's this guy. Haha.
We mean friends, there's only one of us. They keep alternating between, like, weirdly literal translations and shit like, this ain't your scene, pal.
Cat got your tongue.
Keep talking smack.
Oh, okay. Well. I don't like you.
Also, am I misremembering, or did MegaMan.EXE not talk like this at all in the last game?
Yeah, it's a little different, I think. We got a lot of him being subservient to Chad, mostly.
Yeah, like, I remember him being, you know, really formal and polite to sort of contrast with Chad.
Very Butler-like.
Yeah. And now he's just acting like Zero. Because he's just Zero.
Alright, well, I guess today Proto Man's gonna be fighting the boss instead of us, so he can have fun with that one. Spread grass all over. Uh-oh. Yeah, that'd be great if I had a wood style, but I don't. Wood will kill me because I'm a Lex style. So yeah, here's something to look out for. Right, there is a particular hint that I'm looking out for because I really like it, but for the time being... Mask, wig! Let's talk about Shadow Man, because we actually did see him a few times. He has been in both of the Battle Network games so far. He was an optional boss in the Undernet of the first game, so we didn't get any dialogue from him. He just came out of nowhere and tried to kill us, which... fitting. But he also appeared in Network Transmission, where, once again, he tried to kill us. He wasn't really under the effect of the Zero virus, he was just hired as an assassin. Though, he was also the stinger of the game as well. He mentioned having another job, which of course is the lead-off into this game. And now we're seeing the payoff for that.
So this guy, he seems like a pain to deal with.
Yeah, as a wood element, of course, like the Mr. Prog says, he heals on grass panels, so if you have any kind of fire element with you, like a fire style perhaps, then you can burn those, and take away his source of healing, and just do extra damage to him. You also do extra damage just in general if you get hit by fire when you're on grass, so the guy sending meteors at you is going to be very painful if you're standing in the center. Also,
Speaking
the
of
mushroom
which...
enemy gives you the Spice 1 battle chip, which has a great description because it's unhealthy powder on all grass. So basically, you just do damage on grass panels. So if you've got some way to make those, it's a really good chip. It comes in codes A, C, G, Q, and T, and asterisk. Part 1. Okay. Oh no, we're getting hit by a creepypasta.
So, why are the corridors Pac-Man corridors?
I don't know.
I keep waiting for a ghost.
Fear and danger await. A giant circle is going to start chasing you, and he will eat you. Panel out 3 asterisk. Nice. Read the third letter top to bottom. Oh, well, thank you. That's a lot nicer. Alright, so with that hint from the Mr. Prog, we can use the various sentences to get the code here. Alright, I think we must be coming up on the hint, right?
There's only gonna be so many
see a
hints.
large group of Mr. Progs.
Oh my god.
Jumped over the lazy dog. Lazy dog, god. It's not on screen, so I just forgot it completely. Okay, here we go. It's not this hint. So this is a really obvious password. You know what it is already, but this guy, Muffet Foe. Which, I mean, I guess yeah, but like, I've never heard it described like that. That I'm just gonna call spiders Muffet Foes from now on. I'll probably forget to do that, but I really want to.
Muffet Foe is just you in that one part of Undertale. Completely missed the hint because I'm busy thinking of Muffet Foe.
I mean, do we really need to acknowledge any other hints? Muffet Foe is truly the greatest possible hint. Like, that must have been a kind of difficult one in Japanese or something, but yeah, like any of those hints on their own would have just given you Spider immediately. But I'm glad they had to think of so many that somebody just went, I don't know, Muffet Foe, I guess. Now, why'd you use that there?
Past you does not know how to use Airman.
Yeah, really. Though I guess in fairness it did kill the first enemy anyway. And so like, yeah, if I kill the ghost, then it's just fine. Because I wouldn't have... I might have been able to kill the Met Fire very easily. If he went into the front row, but there's no guarantee that that's gonna happen. Mainly, I just really want to get rid of the guy who can heal. Alright, so yeah. Hopefully you wrote down what Program 1 and Program 2's messages were, and decipher it from those. Again, if you want to just bring up a map, they do just put the solutions on there. I'm an animal.
Anyways, I made the Undertale reference earlier. It's reminded me this exact puzzle is in Deltarune, so I'm waiting for Gisfeld for her shirt to show up. It's still my favorite joke in Deltarune so far, just because you couldn't get through it without laughing on your stream. Motherfucker's hiding behind a rock! Asshole. You still don't know how to use Airman?
That would have been perfect if I went to the front. Also, Kill Plant's a very good name. Their battle chip is Tree Bomb, which comes in B, G, H, P, R, and asterisk. The description is also Tree Seed, water for a power-up. So you can actually interact with it. You basically just throw a seed and then it grows into spikes, you know, like the enemy does. But you can make it stronger if you happen to have a water element, which, again, if you got a water style, it's actually a really good thing to have, because then you'll always have water as an element. You'll just have that on your Buster, and you can just always make that stronger. Boy. I don't know. Do they dare to slay you? Oh. Oh, great, it's Puffball. I'm so glad we can see these enemies again. They're my favorite. I love them. That, at the very least, lets me do damage without getting hit. And this lets me hit them through the mask, so... There are ways to make this guy less terrible, but if you don't happen to have them on hand, well, too bad. We just have programs acting as sticky notes. You say Moe. This is kind of a neat setup, though. Instead of having a dungeon based on the boss who Proto-Man's fighting right now, it's just a dungeon where you're desperately trying to guess passwords in order to get into the big computer before anything bad happens to it.
Man, thank God nobody has the slightest idea about cybersecurity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the program itself doesn't understand cybersecurity. Or they understand the danger of the situation.
I guess you could... This was the point in time where you could put a password hint into your own Windows login screen.
Everyone else is a bird. We'll say I do.
There are too many blackbirds.
Anyway, Virus, hey, wait a minute, you're fighting Proto-Man. How is this possible? I definitely don't know what's going on here. You use a lot more phrases than I would assume you would. And Shadow Man, you'd think would just be the serious guy who only talks in ellipses, but nah, he just keeps using different phrases.
Like, they thought to do the day late and the zenny short instead of $1 short, and then MegaMan's dad walks in and says, I finished an anti-Shadow Man weapon as 2 separate sentences.
Mm-hmm. Alright, we've only got one chance. That weapon looks stupid.
That's a fucking Kamen Rider finishing move.
Oh yeah, we're gonna hit the computer if we miss. Okay, let's get to the side of him, because he does seem like he'd dodge a lot. He's a ninja and all. Don't swear in front of your dad, Lan! Anyway, here's Proto-Man.
Nelson!
Here we go! No, we can't shoot, but we must.
Do you wish the same fate as Youngland?
even if deleted, I can be... I can come back, it's fine. Special beam cannon! Go! Oh, darn it. Okay, well, now we're gonna have to have an OC come in and fight those 3 guys before they can stop us from killing Shadow Man with a special beam cannon. Where's my OC, Navi?
I still think that Xenoverse fucking chickened out by not making your OC then have to kill Goku to maintain the timeline.
Let's fight fair, he says after an ellipses, so you know he's lying. Alright, so Shadow Man. He's no longer a secret boss, so he's a little easier than he was in Battle Network 1. And we're not playing a platformer, so it's still easier than Network Transmission. But he does create shadow clones. He does eventually destroy the grass panels, so the good news is he can't damage you a lot too much. Like, it's a trick he can use once. He'll burn those up and then they're gone, so... Extra damage isn't a huge concern for most of the fight, though if you're wood style, it is a bit of a problem since that takes away your ability to heal. Hit him with a bomb, he usually tends to stay in his own area. Though he also multiplies, so... Oh, could destroy it though. Lucky me. As always though, there is an HP threshold, at which point he'll get a little bit tougher. He's summoning a little more now, he's got 2 at a time more frequently. I'm a melee build right now. Okay, yeah, there we go. So he kinda countered there, throwing some shurikens at me. They attract 3 moves of yours. Oh, and now we've got his shadow clones in our area. Let's just load up. So yeah, now he's got active attacking outside of the area you'll be hitting a lot, so oof, almost got boxed in there. Good thing I killed him. Alright, and there goes Shadow Man. This is mortifying. You know, surprisingly fun for what little we saw of him.
I feel like they're changing the translators for every line.
Every day they just brought somebody new in.
Like, I feel like there are roughly 3 translators, because, like, some are normal, some are polished, and some are really jank. But you'd expect, like, sections to be consistent. But instead it just feels like any line could have been translated by any translator.
Yeah, like, this is fairly normal. Alright, well, we saved Electopia. Unlike Yumland, which is in shambles. I should be able to come home tonight as long as nobody from Yumland comes to arrest me for accidentally sending my child to steal their national treasure. It was all just a big misunderstanding. We can laugh about it later. We'll end the episode by just laughing awkwardly about this incident. I wouldn't call him a common mercenary. He's the only guy we've fought for 2 games before.
Why are they misquoting Shakespeare? What's happening?
Okay, like, look, I know you have to be mysterious, but, like, could we get 2 different silhouetted boxes? Just so I know when a different person's talking. Death to those who make lame excuses.
Is that what happened to that guy in the subway?
I feel like it was a decent excuse, though. Exploded his head? Oh, not ellipses. He was my favorite. This makes me type furiously.
Yeah, I'm with you on they should have had like multiple silhouetted profile pictures. I'm just picturing like an Organization 13 cutscene, but they all have the hoods up and the camera never moves. It's just like a tight close-up on one hooded head and it never moves, so you can't tell who's talking ever, even a little bit.
And it's completely dark, so like you can't even get like tiny little animation clues. I don't know when the dialogue is handed off to another person. It's really difficult to follow this.